Okay, so this is the last place we left. I think I want to start with this because it's really important. You get that in your head. In fact, I heard this mistake yesterday again. As possible as you can, or as possible as I can. It's kind of a pretty bad mistake because it takes two grammar forms and mixes them together. So remember that when you memorize something and you don't use it, this is what could happen. And that's a 5-star mistake, just because it's so common. All right, let's go down. This is another example. Okay. We'll move down to at. This one, in a particular age, not very common that you see this one, but it does happen. At a particular age. At that day he will go. On that day he will go. I think with time, you need to do some, get more feeling. Look at some examples in the dictionary. On and at, especially with time. Because at sometimes can be just place, right? At 5 a.m., you could say that, right? But you cannot say at that day, right? So you need to get more of a feeling. Like I said, not too common of a mistake, but on that day and at that day. I think people also, it says on weekends or on the weekend. The first one is a little bit strange for Americans, but on the weekend is okay. Because I hear a lot at weekend. That might be okay maybe in England a long time ago, but I'm not sure about now. I don't hear it at all. I asked some British people, they never say at weekend, so. Okay, this one's kind of probably a cultural mistake. Because we don't, I think in Chinese you just assume that the feeling comes from a person, right? Because in English, you have to be very specific. So if you say, the party will be happy, the party isn't happy. Remember, that's a subject. So there's a lot of assuming that goes on in Chinese, in English too. But this one about the feeling is really funny. The first mistake is kind of common. The second mistake is not really. Okay, this is a big one, okay? At a high price. This one always. I'm not sure exactly where this comes from. I think it comes from mixing with another grammar, but I'm not sure what the grammar would be. Is at a high price. Because if you say in something, I'm trying to think of in an expensive thing, in a high social bracket, maybe something like that. Maybe you're accustomed to saying in something high or something, right? And you mix that up. So this is a really bad one because I never hear anyone say this is right. All right, and the last one we'll do today because this is kind of a big one. Pay attention on your work. That one's wrong. So look at the ones that are very common. Pay attention on your work, or put attention on your work is like really bad. So the reason why this happens is there are very many similar phrases. Pay attention to, of course, and then put attention on. I think, I can't remember it right now. Put concentration on or something like that. It's got to be close to that. Anyways, we'll stop right here, and I'll see you next week. Be sure to hit the like icon and subscribe and tell your friends about it, and good luck with your English.